right, in 2024, right? And we always do these who died in 2024 at
Right.
the end of the year. They do these memorial speeches. I want to feel like McDonald's had to give up on AI because they were trying to do AI ordering, and
Something went
it
wrong.
went
Yeah.
wrong, and
Yeah.
customers were complaining, and it didn't work. And they listed these 10 failure modes of
Right.
AI. And
Right.
so I got to ask you, what's the deal?
Look, I think hallucination is definitely a reality, right? Like what you mentioned about
Yeah, yeah,
ChatGPT
they
answering that
mentioned
question.
AI hallucination.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Like,
mean,
yeah, maybe
your
we
your
should.
your experience, personal
Right.
experience, right? I mean, is not uncommon at all. I mean, it seems to come up with such uncanny, convincing answers that turn out to be wrong. It's like, oh my God, how did this even, kind of thing happen, right? I think we didn't cover it in this in our one of our previous episodes, but like when Notebook LM came out, Eric,
Mhm.
there was this poop fart thing where somebody fed um, just two sheets or one sheet where all it the writing was poop fart, poop fart, poop fart, and there's a whole like 30-minute podcast that Notebook LM was able to generate around this. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
like nothing. There's nothing in the document. So it's insane what these models are now able to kind of conjure and come up with. So where it doesn't know the answer, it has a real strong tendency
To make an
to
answer, it
make it
doesn't say
up,
I can't figure it out.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
That
It
was
can't
my
figure it out.
experience with
Yes,
this with the test. Was like
yes, yes,
it was completely convincing that this
yes,
was absolutely the right
yeah.
answer, and here's why. And it was just not
So
close.
one sort
Now,
of suggestion. I mean, you
one of the
couldn't.
reasons was, I'll just give you a quick defense of the AI,
Right.
was that it was always like a year off. It might have been the right answer 2 years
Oh,
ago,
interesting.
but products changed, right? Networking
Oh,
has
I
changed, and some of the
see.
answers just were no longer relevant.
So that might
So
be to do
those
with
were
training data.
issues that like, oh, we wouldn't do this 2 years ago,
Ah,
but the test was asking me what's
I
new in version
see.
4.0.1, and yeah, things that it wouldn't do before, all of a sudden it can
I
do. And the
see.
right answer was, these are the things it could do this, right? And you're like, oh, it can do RAID 5, or whatever, right? And you're like,
Gotcha.
so there's a time element to AI and how
No, so
current
that
the
time
models
element. Now
are,
that you
right?
mentioned this, I mean, I think one explanation could be that I mean, all of these models, ChatGPT including, are all trained on past data. I mean, they clearly don't have access to real. Well, I mean, ChatGPT now does, I guess, right? But there is a heavy indexing of learning based on past material, right, which it has learned from the web. So if the answer it gave could probably have been correct 2 years ago but not today, I then it's, I don't know, maybe I wouldn't call it hallucination.